And I am confident that in phase one, you are more likely to be replaced by someone who knows how to leverage AI tools to perform their job, to advance the company goals, to reach some goals, to advance the company mission. That's the bad news. Now, the good news is hello and welcome again on True Essence. You saw the title and you clicked. All right, today we're going to be talking about the 5 group of people that AI is going to replace. All right, before we dive into the video, let's analyze this picture together. On the screen, we have 2 pictures. They're only 13 years apart. The picture on my left is taken in 1900 on Fifth Avenue, New York, and the other one 1913, same place, Fifth Avenue, New York. On the first picture, we can see horses. And what is circled in red, it's the only automobile, the only car we could spot on the picture. And on the right side, just, 13 years later, we can't see, there's no horse. We can't see a horse, only see cars. Now, think about it for a second. If you were to go back in 1900 and ask a horse, hey, Mr. Horse, what do you think about the future of your job? You've gotten a response within the lines of, oh, my job?
I'm not worried about my job. I've had my job for thousands of years, for, centuries. What are you talking about?
And guess what? The horse would have been right, because horses have been the main means of transportation for centuries, for thousands of years, actually. And the horse, again, would have been right. It took only 13 years to see cars on the same street at the same spot. 1900, 1913, after a few months, World War I started. So what's the lesson to learn here? In the 1900s, it was where a shift was happening. And probably Mr. Horse did not realize that, just the fact that you've had your job, you've been there for thousands of years, it doesn't mean that things can change. And this is a good segue to group number 1. Now we're diving into the video. Group number 1, people are called people in denial of the power of AI. Now, there's a group of people, I don't know what their thought process is, but in 2025, although we can see what's happening, they're still downplaying the power and the speed of AI. They still think, it's just another innovation. It's just another revolution. Nothing. It's the same thing. I'm still going to have my job. Listen, you don't want to be that horse in 1900. You may have had your job for so long. You're comfortable. You're good at it. So you don't think AI can replace you. Now, let me tell you the good news and the bad news. The good news is you can upskill yourself in AI. The bad news is a lot of people have already lost their job. Companies are deploying at a rapid pace. They're deploying AI tools that are really efficient. I'm not talking about ChatGPT. ChatGPT is not AI. ChatGPT is just a tiny 0.00001% bit of a tool that is leveraging AI, right? ChatGPT is not AI. So if you're using ChatGPT just like you're using Google, that's not AI. AI is a process, is a way of solving problems, it's an approach, right? To just make it simple. So if you're still in denial of the power and the speed of AI, you may want to smell the coffee and wake up. AI is not a project of the future. It is happening, right? So you're gonna have to leave your state of denial and just accept and begin to think about the next steps you're going to take. And let me share the story with you before we go to group number 2. Some years ago, I went to visit a friend, and his father was telling us the story how he got laid off. So essentially, I think it was about, can't remember, 2012, 13, the company that his dad used to work for was undergoing a change. They were, updating softwares, even computer systems, everything. And they were encouraging employees to go take courses, learn those new skills, learn these new software. He was already working for the company. If I can recall, he said 22 years. He has been working for that company for over 20 years. So he downplayed it. This is the guy himself, the man himself narrating the story. He said that, they encourage us to go take the courses, and I relied on the fact that I've been there 23 years. I'm good at my job. I thought I didn't need it. And again, he was the type of person that would say, I'm not a computer person, I'm not a tech person. It used to be cool to say that, but nowadays it's a liability. You're gonna have to wake up and smell that. Now, fast forward, he got laid off because he did not update his skills, even when the companies were paying for, people to go take classes and just improve their skills and learn the new software. He downplayed it. Unfortunately, he got laid off. Sad thing is, till today, he did not recover, because if you determine in your mind that you're not a computer person, you're not going to learn new skills. And after that, I don't think he ever went back to like a stable job. Every time I talk about AI, that's the first thing that comes in my mind, how he lost his job. And he went through a period of depression. I'm telling you, it's someone that I know. So it's the father of one of my friends. So you don't want to downplay this thing and sit there and just think that, oh no, it's just another thing. It's not another thing. This is different. And before I go to the group number 2, let me just add this thing, why AI is different. In other revolutions, there was still the human aspect. Now, as of right now, AI is not completely taking the human aspect, but in other areas, we can see that we really don't need the human being to do certain things. That's the difference. In other revolutions, we're still participating as human beings. And if you look at the equation of the AI, 5, 10 years, 15 years from now, I don't really know what will be our role, right? We're still yet to see how things are going to move, but you can already tell in the equation, the human variable is being, kicked out. So wake up, smell the coffee, wake up and go learn new skills. Just get up to date. You may be wondering, okay, now I know that I'm in group number 1. What do I do next? What you're going to do next is to watch my next video where I'm discussing skills to learn, how to learn them, where to learn them, and resources and other extra tips. So you don't want to miss the next video. Watch till the end. You may be in group number 1 and in another group, okay? So good segue to jump into group number 2. Group number 2. All right, let's talk about group number 2. Group number 2 are people who are doing repetitive tasks. In your position, maybe you're doing some type of administrative work, pretty much redundant task. You walk in the office, you open the email, you check about, what meetings are going today. You send an email to everyone, you pull the report, you make a summary of the report, you put the action item, you book some appointment for the boss. What else? You make a couple of phone calls, you probably, go to some files and clear a few things on the system, and you do that every single day. I got news for you. You are probably, if I was to rank in an order of like who the AI is going to replace first, I'm not going in the order of that. I'm just going per my order. You probably the top candidate to be replaced because AI is incredibly good at redundant tasks, right? That's the essence of computer programming. Anything we have to do over and over and over, we can automate that. But we didn't even need AI to do that. We've been using automation for so long. So you're a prime candidate to be replaced by AI. So it's time for you to rethink how you're learning your skills and how you're doing your redundant tasks. You could start learning some AI skills right now, some AI tools that you can start leveraging to, kind of increase your value on the job market, and also just for the company to know that you're keeping up with what's going on, so they still need you, right? So if you're doing repetitive tasks, doesn't matter if you've been doing it for 50 years, you can even do it while sleeping. Great. AI can do it while doing other stuff, cost less and super quick. So again, you can beat AI. All right. So you too want to smell this coffee and wake up. All right. So keep watching as well. You may still be on the other categories. You may be on group 3 or 4 or 5. And also you don't want to miss the next video I'm going to drop. In that video, again, that video will be the opposite of this video, where I'm talking about practical skills you can learn, where to learn them, some free resources, some tips, and how to make it valuable, to your employer, to your company, or the company you're working for. So you want to watch till the end. All right, quick pause before we continue with the video. I just have an ask. If you're watching from YouTube, please, actually, let me take my glasses off. If you're watching from YouTube, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and just activate the bell so you won't miss anything. All right. Now, for those of you watching from Facebook, like, share, and follow the page. I'll be dropping videos on some shocking or interesting topics. Actually, next week. You don't want to miss that. Now, since we're a baby page, a baby channel, a baby Facebook page, whatever you call it, our goal is to get to 10,000 by December. We can actually do better, and I want to count on you. Support us. The more support we get, the more we're gonna work on videos and make it digestible to you. So please, I need your support. Now, one more thing before we get back to the video. As I mentioned in the last video, I'll be doing a giveaway at 10,000 subscribers, a consistent giveaway, and obviously the pick will be among the first subscribers. Thank you. All right, enough talking. Let's get back to the video. All right, let's talk about group number 3, my favorite group of people. These are the people, I'm sure once in a while you came across one person, the type of people who usually say, I'm not a tech person. I'm not into AI, and they will say it with just a soothing voice. It used to be cool to say that, but let me tell you that it's not a personality trait. You are a liability nowadays if you're in a company and you keep entertaining that type of language. Oh, you know what? I'm not an AI person. I'm not too much into technology, and I don't understand the software. This is for you. You are in group number 3. The people who refuse to learn new tech. You hear everybody talking about AI, you disregard it, you don't care, you're so confident that you're good at what you're doing. This is for you. Now, I would say this. If I was hiring right now, or I was running a company and you're working for me, and I hear you say this a couple of times in a meeting, even if your position is not a tech position, we're going to have a meeting, we're going to talk about this, because in 2025, I cannot have an employee not paying attention to what's going on in AI and actually feel comfortable voicing it that they're not an AI person, they're not a tech person. You're a liability. Why do I need you, right? Again, I don't want you to perceive this as an advocacy to replace people by AI. I'm not advocating that, it's a great thing, it's such a good thing, we should go out there and replace human beings by AI. It's actually not what I want, but I'm just stating the fact, right? We got to deal with reality. In an ideal world, would have loved AI helping us do things without people losing their jobs. But again, that's a story of the past. A lot of people have already lost their job. So Mr. or Mrs. I don't want to learn new technology. You better drop that. It's not a personality trait. Go learn, upskill yourself in AI. Otherwise, someone else will get your spot. Okay? So you two may be asking, okay, then now I know that I'm good number 3. What's next? The next thing you want to do is to watch my next video that I'm going to drop. So if you don't want to miss the video, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Facebook, share this video. So when I drop the other one, you can have it. And it's literally the opposite of this video where I discuss tips, practical skills that you can, within few weeks, pick up in AI, free resources, and some tips that you can, after learning all of that, you can start using them and you can actually, make them known to your employer. So you want to watch to the end. All right, let's talk about group number 4. All right, group number 4, they are also one of my favorite group when it comes to people who are going to be replaced by AI. These are people in the space, in the creativity space, artists, painters, everybody in creativity. I hear them say that a lot. You know what? Art is special. AI art can be compared to human art. Let me tell you, in case you don't know, I'm sure you saw the story that, broke the internet, I guess 2 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. There's, as you're watching this video right now, there is an AI ban on Spotify, cracking insane numbers. They have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of streaming, meaning that channel, or I don't know if I should even call it channel, but again, that account and it's not one account, but that particular account on Spotify is generating a lot of money as you're watching, this video. Now, let me put it in a simple human language so we can process it. In 2025, we have some zeros and ones because they're non-human. Code, a machine stored somewhere on a server in a city that you can't even pronounce the name, making good music, quality music that sounds great to the ear. I went to listen to one of the band because I was curious just to see. Honestly, if you're not told it's AI, there's no way you're going to be able to tell. There is no non-human sounding like component. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds authentic. It's good music. It's a whole album with different, titles, and people are listening, people are enjoying it. And, up to the time the story, became public, a lot of people did not know the band has like an original name. Every time I say the band, it feels awkward to me because on the back of my mind, I know it's not a human, there's no human behind this thing. Well, the account, of course, belongs to a human being, but all the singing and all the artistry that's there, it's actually done by AI. So you can beat AI. So if you think just being creative, you have a particular touch that AI can do, no, you're wrong. And if you're in paintings, let me tell you that there are powerful AI out there that have already sold millions of dollars worth of art work. And to be honest, if you look at some of the work, if you were to just choose based on quality, based on beauty, based on artistry, you're going to pick the AI work. They're so good. They're so good. They're doing Picasso level designs. It's just incredible. While you are, you could be a great artist, a great painter, and, good. But I believe if you learn to use these tools, you can actually make a difference. And by the way, all these paintings and stuff, I want to say it's an artist behind that using his current, their current skills, refining the prompts so many times to get to what they really want. To get the level of prompting that will give the result that they want. They're just leveraging those tools. So again, don't be out there thinking that you're so special. You might be special, but AI can still beat you. It's not a story of the future. This has already happened and it's happening. So you are one of if you are in this group, in the creative space, you want to also smell this coffee and wake up. All right, let's move to group number 5. All right, group number 5 is the group where I think the mindset need to change. This is the group of people who rely on government and union to come and save them. And again, you can just, if you look around, you see people already on comments and online, and, you hear people say that, and the comment, they write that in interviews, you hear people say that, no, the union are going to step up, they're going to do X, Y, and Z. Let me tell you, you see the battle that is already going on if you've been paying attention with respect to the legislation around AI. You see how it was so hard to even include in those in the recent Big Beautiful Bill. So every state can be able to have some type of AI governance. And there's big talk right now happening when it comes to AI governance. And let me tell you, your union is not going to be able to stop your employer for deploying much more efficient tools to perform the task that they hire you for. They just can't do it. They don't actually have that power. If an employer can deliver 10 times faster, 10 times cheaper, with quote unquote less complaints and headache coming from a human being, it shouldn't be like that. I get it, but they're going to do it. And if you're waiting for union to save you, you're not trying to learn skills, you're sitting out there thinking the government will, implement some rule that will stop it. They can't stop it. If they could, they would. Right now, thousands of people already lost their job. So if you want to just make up that statistic, you can sit and wait on government and union. But I suggest you get out there, upskill yourself in AI, learn these tools, learn the language of AI, just learn and be ready. And not wait for government, because they cannot stop it. They cannot stop it. It's going, can be stopped. So you want to be ready. So if you watch these videos, you watch all these groups and you find yourself in one or two, or probably you in all together, you want to watch my second video. On the second video, I'm going to talk about tools. I'm going to talk about techniques that you can use to learn. And I'm going to share resources that you can actually, if you focus 4 weeks, 6 weeks, you can have some tangible skills that, can actually guarantee to some extent employment and can just keep you in the game. Otherwise, you're going to be replaced. Now, before we wrap up this video, I just have an ask. Subscribe to this channel, follow. If you're watching from Facebook, maybe you're watching this video, you're not concerned, but you have, some young people that you may know are starting their career and need to actually know about these things. Please share this video, send them the link, or just share this on your Facebook profile and they will see like. We want to grow this channel so we can continue to bring valuable information to you. Support us. We're a baby channel. We're trying to get to our 10,000 subscribers. So help us get there. Follow us. Now, before we wrap up the video, in every video, I'm going to try to bring you a quote that I read to you that I hope will inspire you. As these are not copy-paste quotes. I read a lot, and then while I'm reading and meditating, when I have a thought that I think is something that I can use, that I resonate with, I start formulating my original thought around it. And some I keep for myself, and others I will be sharing with you. So let's read the quote of the day. You ready? Let's go. You can't sow a seed of abundance in a poisoned mind. No matter how pure the seed, it won't grow. There is no shortage of good seed. What needs changing is the soil of the mind. So there is no shortage of good seed. What we need to fix is upstairs here. All right, you get it. All right, this video is taking too long now. Let's wrap up. Look, I'm not trying to scare you by making this video. The truth is, jobs are being taken by AI. And no one can predict the future accurately as of right now, especially when it comes to the job market. 5, 10 years, 20 years from now, we don't really know how the landscape is going to look like. But there's one thing that I am confident about. The AI takeover will go to different cycles, different phases. And I am confident that in phase 1, you are more likely to be replaced by someone who knows how to leverage AI tools to perform their job, to advance the company goals, to reach some goals, to advance the company mission. That's the bad news. Now, the good news is that person can still be you if you start right now. Now, if you don't know how and where to start, watch my second video after this one, and then you will learn. I will share free resources and some tips that will get you ahead. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Let's work together to build this channel. I don't want to waste your time here. I only want to talk about stories that matter, information that is valuable to you. With that said, thank you. See you. Bye-bye to the next video. Bye.